Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today is gonna be a very chill stream because I don't 100% know what I'm doing in Old School Runescape really. However, my goal is to have fun more than anything. I am told that the game can be a little grindy sometimes. We're going to have a mix of RuneScape's music on shuffle, and we're probably going to have Spotify going as well. I kind of dig the music, but anyway. Very grindy? Yes. That's why I'm using a optimal quest order. Now, I don't know if you are, Jacob. I use a, oh crap. I saw you playing earlier. I actually have the modified launcher to make some things a lot easier. The quest helper, dude? Some of these quests are annoying. So the quest helper is great. It is very grindy though. I like it. How you doing today, man? Also, if you want that, if you want the optimal quest order guide, let me know and I'll send it to you. It is member quests, so you might have to like navigate which ones are which if you're not a member. It's worth the $14 for 1 month just to try though. All right. All right, here we go. I need to move this up just a tad so you guys can see the little screen here. Let me make myself a little smaller. Zoom in a little. Go. Alright. Game audio is a little low. I'm still playing it. It has been years since I played. Last time I played Old School Runescape, it was still a web launcher for the game. I'm good. Wow. See, I only started playing it like off and on sometime last year. Alright. I gotta remember where I was. I just did Critic Ritual. We're gonna do Death Plateau today. Death Plateau. Alright, I need 60 coins, which I've already got on me for sure. I can go get. I've got an iron bar somewhere. I can go get trout. Alright, so we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to Lumbridge and we're gonna go to the bank first. Alright. Let's go. Get rid of some stuff in the bag here. Oh, I can't show you guys this, so I don't want you guys stealing my stuff. Alright. We are safe now. Alright, do I have an iron bar in here? Alright, I don't need that. I don't need that or that. Let's see here. I can pull 60 coins. Probably not. When they realize how little I have, they'll just be like, ugh, I feel bad for you, really. We can get an iron bar by smelting that. Remade. Okay, 10 trout. What do I need to catch trout with? Is a small net fish. Nope, it's a big one. Do I have any on me? Let's see. I could have sworn I caught some at one point. That's herring. Do. Okay. Let's see. Let's look up where to catch trout. There's gonna be a lot of this today. With me looking it up. Ah, the barbarian village. Got it. Alright, sweet. That means I can just, okay, the bread, I believe I've got to have... We'll go to the barbarian village later. Bread. I typed in Brad. Bread dough. Oh, I need a pot of flour. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need the pot and the... Alright, there's the bucket. And I've got... one of the other things around here somewhere. This is the most disorganized... I swore I had one. What did I do with it? Oh my lord. Oh, there's probably one downstairs, so we'll go grab that real quick. Alright. Alright, we got a bucket of water. Oh, wait. I think I do have some wheat. Let's see. I remember getting some from a quest, and I was kind of like, what do I do with all of it? Or did I sell it? I think I sold it. Also, I forgot to open those. So we're going to do that really quickly. And it looks like I threw away all the wheat. Oh well. I couldn't remember my stuff from old accounts, so I made a new one, so I'm just chilling, leveling up base stats in the starting town. That's what I started doing. Nothing. Ooh, oyster pearl. We'll deal with those another time. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this house down here. We're going to smelt that iron down into an iron ore. So quests not only give you some EXP, Jacob, they unlock stuff to make it easier. That being said, there's like no, well, there's not really a wrong way to play Old School Runescape. There's not a wrong way, and there's not really a right way either. Which is honestly kind of awesome, if I'm being real with you. Now let's smelt this iron into a ore, into a bar, hopefully. Sweet. It worked on the first try. Alright. I gotta go to... Yeah, it's just do whatever you want. It's also kind of a nice, chill, relaxing game. Like, League has been so sweaty here lately, dude. Like, when I was planning my streams this week, I'm like, I'm gonna need a day where I just chill. And, this is it. Now, RuneScape does have its moments. It can be very frustrating, don't get me wrong. It's just not as bad as some others. Alright. You can do draft on League now? Okay, so... Draft in League is where you learn how to play the actual game. Have you tried it yet? Because Draft is where you can ban and do all sorts of other fun stuff. I think you have to be level 30 to do ranked, which I don't recommend doing. Don't do what me and Jeff are doing. Jeff is higher ranked than me, but still. Okay, is there water nearby? Yeah, there's water right there. Good. I need to make a lot of bread. Still playing around with James C, which I like so far. Misfortune is good. She is very basic, but that is not a bad thing. Like, the champions that you do... Alright, now we're gonna make water. I like Misfortune too. Now, when I play ADC, I have two that I mainly go to. Ashe, but Ashe is not always for the... Oh, can I not use that? Okay, well, I guess there needs to be an actual water source. Is there a better water source nearby? Yes. It's in the house over here. I see it probably. It's like over here. It's the sink. Nah, MF's a lot of fun. Do you know... Well, that may be a little much for now. I was gonna say, like... MF also has like two different builds you can go. One is where you pick First Strike as your rune, and that's where you build lethality items like Yomu's Ghost Blade, Axiom Arc, and there's one more you can build on her. I think it's Hubris, but I'll only build Hubris if you're ahead. Hubris is a little bit of a gambit item. If you've gotten some kills, or if you feel pretty confident, you can go Hubris. But after they nerfed Hubris the most recent time, I haven't used it in a while. But I majority play top lane, so take that with a grain of salt. Fill the hopper. Oh, I forgot to hit the button. Can't believe I forgot that. We're gonna do it a little differently this time. Run an MF bottom lane and first strike. First strike is good. The other build is a little more... The other build you take when there's a lot of tanks. And that's the one where you use PTA. Press the attack. I'm not that good with that one. I'll be real. I'm not very good with that one. I think the item you build first there is Bloodthirster. Yeah, it's like that red. It's like that sword with like the red stripes on it. Either is fine. It's just slightly different playstyle. MF is kind of all about movement speed. She's the hardest ADC to catch. Because of her W passive, and you can hit W. Now, MF, you really only play her bot lane. Well, Cat is, I'll have to remember to, play with the kitten here in a second. That's 4. We're halfway there, guys. We're halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, a pigeon on a chair. Now, if you want to play a different lane, I've got champs to recommend to you, but that can wait until you're actually comfortable with other champions. If you like Misfortune, let me think. You might like... Maybe Ahri mid lane. Like, there's some good champs that I recommend for beginners. Ahri's a good one for mid lane, and if you don't like Ahri, there's a few others. Oh. I don't have any food. Really? You don't want to eat that? Alright, well, I'll take the chicken. Shoot, dude. I need a fishing spot then. I'm going the wrong way. I was going the very wrong way. I need to remember to keep a fish on me while I have this cat. It really just disappeared on me like that. You piece of crap. Alright, I gotta catch some fish for this damn cat. I'm trying to get you food, damn it. And then I'll stroke the kitten so it's not mad at me anymore. Alright, I'm gonna catch a few more. Oh. Alright. I don't need any more than that. I'm gonna need one more. Alright, let's cook some bread real quick. Hopefully I don't burn any of it. I burnt the bread! Ow! Dang it. This takes so long, dude. I do this so I don't have to do much else afterward. Alright, we go back to the cooking range. I could not be a cheapskate and buy multiple pots and buckets, but I don't really feel like doing that. That being said, I'm kind of tired of that not working, so... Oh, hey, cooking level up. Alright, let's get some water. Across the bridge, leveling base stats. You killing cows? If you want some good early food, You can, goblins. The cows don't fight back, and they're a little tankier, so I was getting a little bit more experience from, the cows. Also, the cows drop, beef that you can cook, and it gives you, it's a good, restore food. That's what I was doing. Also, as you can see, I killed one earlier so I could feed the cat, and the cat was like, "No, want fish," and I'm like, "Good, stupid cat." That's what that herring. That's what that sardine is for later, though. Yeah, this will give me some attack experience and a pair of steel claws. And climbing boots, which I think you use for agility training. I don't remember. I don't know. How many skills did RuneScape have when you played it, Jacob, last? When it was still a web browser. I'm assuming it had way less than it does now, because they added a new one recently, sailing. Which I've gotten a chance to do because there's a quest that has you do it. It's actually a lot of fun. It's not perfect. More bread dough. Gonna put more wheat up here. Climb the stupid ladder. Down. I need to remember to make like maybe 2 extra dough just to make sure. Because if I burn it, if I burn the 10th one, I'm gonna be very sad. Excuse me. Maybe only 3 or 4 are new to me. I'm assuming sailing is new to you, and so is agility, and I think there was one more. I don't remember what they said was added before sailing. Farming? Maybe? Oh yeah, I forgot to check and see what else I can cook now. Toad butter. Alright, well the cat is entertained for the time being. Alright, there's 3, so we're getting there. I don't remember farming, sailing, construction, and thieving. Okay, sailing is the newest one. I'm assuming farming and construction and thieving came before that. I don't know in what order, though. I know at some point I have to level thieving, and I have no idea how to do that. Yeah, I've got 4 quests after this, and then I've got to get 30 fire making and 15 thieving. Before a quest called Sea Slug, which gives me a ton of fishing experience. My goal today is to get to where I'm completing the Ardone Easy Diary so I can get the cape that allows me to fast travel a little bit more. It's the Ardone Easy Cape gives you access to the fairy rings, which are kind of like basic teleports. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. Alright, it actually... Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Nope, no, 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 nope, nope. Wes, what are you doing? Frederick, why? Farming's the one that people say is like one of the slowest and most tedious to do. I don't know that for sure. I know construction is how you get player housing. I do know that. Sailing makes world travel a lot more fun. Although I think there's monsters you can fight on the boats. I can tell you start out with like this little dinky ass raft, but I'm assuming when you go a little further and level it up, you get more stuff to playlist. Alright, I'm not interested in you, sir. Leave me alone. Oh, I got an uncut diamond. Thank you. We do appreciate that. I believe the first time to your base skills are at level 20. That's kind of what I started doing. I got my combat skills to 20 before I moved on. And then once I got them to 30, I moved on because what I did is I leveled with the cows from 1 to 20, and then from 20 to 30, I fought the frogs in the swamp. Until I got them to 30, and then I moved on from there. Now that I've got member, I go to the beaches and just fight the sand crabs. That's what I do when I AFK for 10 minutes at a time when I'm on the game. Alright. Time to pray that I did this right. So really, I didn't leave like this area until I was probably level 30. Yeah. Which my attack is almost 50, and then I got to work on defense. I'm not looking forward to leveling ranged in Magic though. I don't like leveling ranged. Magic is not that bad as long as you've got the runes, but it's annoying, dude. It has a lot of damage early, but I heard it falls off pretty hard. That being said, magic also allows you to teleport, so that's kind of the reason I'll be leveling it. Please don't burn the bread. I have 10 bread. Nice. Alright, now I gotta go to the barbarian village and get 10 trout. Yeah, like I was like, I don't want to level magic, but then I saw the teleports and I'm like, oh, that's annoying. That being said, I may not even use those because once you do the fairy rings, that becomes like the easiest way to get around without using runes. From what I've seen, it saves you from having to buy runes all the time. But I mean, of course, you use runes for magic. It's why it's called RuneScape. Because there's a streamer I watch. I have him on in the morning as background noise. He plays this a lot. He didn't start playing it till last year. He had an Iron Man character that he got from level 1 agility to 99. But because it was an Iron Man, he didn't really do a lot of the quests. So now he's actually just going through the game and enjoying the quest and the story and the NPCs being really stupid, because these NPCs are dumb as rocks, man, I swear. They are stupid. Speaking of stupid, this cat. It'll teleport to me eventually. I'm gonna run past the sorcerers here because I don't want to deal with them. The reason I don't like ranging is because you have to recollect your ammo or you're going to be buying it all, and I hate that so much. Speaking of dumb NPCs, Romeo here is dumber than a bag of hammers. Well, because if you leave items on the ground, they despawn. So when you're leveling ranged, it's really hard to, it's kind of hard to AFK it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do it, but... Alright, we're gonna go to the bank real quick. That's my main problem, is if you AFK, you kind of lose all your crap. That's all herring. Oh, it's a strength potion, not a... Damn it. Oh, I got an egg. Lol. Okay. Well, that's fine. Alright, to the barbarian village for some trout. Shoot, dog. Leave my cat alone. Leave my kitten alone, you dick. I mean, I'll just get another one, but that was annoying. The little chat bubble saying, like, what? That's dumb. Okay, someone's already been over here. There might be a lot of trout on the ground. It'd be kind of funny. Alright, time to get some trout. What? What? 25 fishing? Excuse me? Alright, we'll do some AFK fishing, I guess. But we're going back to oh, I can't. Is it because I'm moving? Alright, I gotta go get my net. Because I guess in order to catch trout, I need to, That's a little dumb. Yeah, you have to, it's the level 25 spots. Okay, well, we're gonna be grinding a little bit more than I thought. Where's the net? Where's my net? I'm gonna feed the cat. Pay all the attention to the cat. You know what? I need to store a few things. Like the bread, gonna cut diamond, that, and the iron bar. And I guess the highest level thing I can catch is anchovies. If I had the big fishing net. Where is the big fishing net? Oh, we don't need that yet. Cause yeah, no, we don't need that yet. So we will just be farming anchovies for a little bit. Totally fine. We'll also be cooking the anchovies that we don't feed the cat, so. Alright, well, that means that we're going to be playing some different music. Sea shanty for me boys. What's how we'll play RuneScape. Sometimes that's how it happens. Alright. Time to fish. Fishing is probably the most AFK activity in the game. And it's one of my favorites for a reason. I like fishing in random games anyway, so. Like when I play Raft, my favorite job is to be the fisherman. Because it's just so easy. You sit, you chill, you throw on a sea shanty playlist, and you're good to go. I'll do a bit of a combo training here. I will fish until I can't hold anymore, and then I will, then I'll go cook. And I guess I could catch some trout here. I'm gonna look at Discord and see you playing Fishing Planet. It depends. Like, some games, the fishing mechanics are better than others. Like, my girlfriend really doesn't like fishing in Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley's fishing. It's a little bit aggravating to get used to sometimes, but it's not the worst. I think the worst fishing I've played was one of the survival games. I can't say I cared much for Pal World's fishing, although it may be one thing that gets completely overhauled in the new update. Because Pal World 1.0 is going to be massive, dude. The cat's going to want freaking shrimp here in a sec. When you going fishing IRL? I haven't been fishing since Scott and I went one time when he and I lived together, but honestly, dude, ever since my granddad passed away, I've had no desire to go fishing IRL. It's something I've just never done again. So maybe one day I'll do it again, but I doubt it, man. That was kind of one of the things that was special for me to spend time with him, and it's just been one of those things that ever since he's passed, I've tried, and it just... The moments I've thought about it, I haven't had time to go. Okay, now I can't carry any more fish. Feed the cat. Eventually the cat will grow up and I won't need to feed it all the time, but right now it's needy. Let's see. Alright, let's see how many of these I burn. The answer will be probably all of them. Oh, there's one burned right now. This is another thing I do that may not be the most optimal in RuneScape. Is, all right, drop. Yeah, we're headed to the river a lot tomorrow, so I'll probably be taking fish and stuff and fish. I'll let the little one have fun. That's what's gonna be worth it, though. It doesn't matter if you catch a damn thing, as long as the little one has fun. My grandparent, I don't know if I told you, Jacob, my grandmother actually sold the river camp. So we don't have the camp down at the river anymore. I can understand why. Too much for one person to take care of. So. And my girlfriend's parents are campers. They're not like, I don't think they have any desire to like hunt and fish or do anything. But yeah, she loves it out there. And I get it, but damn, it does suck. Well, little buddy would probably like, well, actually, I'll go ahead and tell you, Michaela's kid would not be able to fish, I don't think. Unless it's one of those things that he just weirdly gets into. Because he likes getting up and moving around. He probably, like, move around a lot on the boat. He'd love being out on the boat, but he would not like fishing, I don't think. Oh, those are burnt, and I just... Let's dispose of that. Just gonna leave a bunch of burnt fish in the floor of the bank. Yeah, like, the problem with the river camp is, like, everyone's so spread out now. And everyone's schedules really only lines up around holidays. So, like, it was just time for it to go. I kind of saw it coming, but I don't know. But I still have all the pictures we took out there when we went fishing with Granddad, me, my cousin that now lives in New York, and a few others. All right, let's get set up to fish again. And I bet your little one loves, if your little one's anything like my nieces, they love the water. God, kids love water. One of the things we're definitely going to be doing this weekend is while me and Michaela sit inside the garage with a industrial box fan pointed at us, we're going to be watching her kid in the pool. It's a kiddie pool, by the way. It's not a full-size pool. Kid loves being in the water. I joked with him that he might be half frog. He didn't find that funny. I did. Of course I did, though. But yeah, they have a beach out there, so we're going to take her out there to play. I think I know which one. I think I know what you're talking about, too. Because if I remember correctly, the place your family's got out there, yep. You guys weren't really that far. You guys aren't really that far from where our camp used to be. So yeah, yep, I know what you're talking about. I haven't been there in so long. It's so nice though. I bet it's probably changed a little bit, but not at all at the same time out there. I still get updates from Perryville Marina all the time. Because that was where we kept the pontoon boat. Oh, almost 22 fishing. 22. 3 more to go until we can get trout. Aw. Girlfriend motivating me before stream. Oh. Oh, is that yelling at me to stand up? It's yelling at me to stand up. The glories of a standing desk. Ad break. Feed the cat shrimp. And then we go cook. Jesse, we've got to cook. Oh yeah, not too far. And I was talking to my mom. She's worried about not having enough room on the bathroom. Yeah. Everybody else in the big boat, and you following behind in the bass boat. Level 27, cooking. I was about to say, how many people are there going to be, Jacob? I mean, he might have enough room. Man, that's bringing back some memories, though. I'm remembering all the times that we took the pontoon boat out, and me and my cousins would take turns driving when we were given a chance out in the open water. I don't have many, like, dreams of stuff, like of things I would really want to do post-retirement. Nothing like that. Although, I was telling Michaela about this the other day, because me and Blake were talking about it, like, if we could do, like, whatever we wanted post-retirement, like, within what we think we could be able to do, I told him, I was like, dude, like, I want a house right now, and I kind of don't have that much preference on where it is and what it's like and stuff. I was like, but my end goal would be basically a log cabin home, kind of out in the middle of nowhere that still had really good internet access, so people would leave me the fuck alone. My group's 3, my brother and his woman. I don't know if our kids are coming or my nephew, so I'm not sure. Depending on how big the one boat is, you might have room. We fit. How many people did we have on our pontoon? Oh, let me think. Oh, I climbed up the stairs when I meant to climb down. Me, Dad, my sister, aunt, uncle, 3 cousins, grandma, and granddad. So yeah, we had like 10 people. 11 when my one cousin's now husband, boyfriend at the time, was able to come with us. That was early in their relationship. So yeah, that pontoon boat fit quite a few people. Kind of shocked it did, now that I think back to it. I turned sprint off now. Let me think. Yeah, that fit. Yeah, I would say 10 people is probably the max that could fit, though. Like 11, kind of. Yeah, kind of 11, though. Ad break over. Welcome back, everyone that was watching ads. Ugh. I also just looked at some of the names on Quest Helper. Hurt Thorpe. The names in this game, man. They're so goofy. They sold their pontoon and got a nice fishing ski. It fits 8, I think. And the pontoon boat, yeah, 15. One of the boats we saw out probably fit that many or more. Pontoon boats are nice, man, but God, the upkeep is annoying from what I remember. And then my granddad's fishing boat was a little bass tracker. It could fit 4. It could fit 4. That was the max, though. Because while it was usually either me, my dad, and it was either me, granddad, and my cousin, or me, granddad, and my dad for one time. Occasionally it was all 4. So we managed to make it work. I didn't enjoy the one time we saw a snake, though. I hated that. The downside is because there was no point in the pontoon. It was just them down there because they sold their house and moved in. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that they sold their house there and moved to the river. That's kind of cool, though. Yeah, it makes sense, though, because if it's just them down there most of the time, no need in a pontoon boat, dude. Give the cat. Yep, they have the lot on the river and built a barn dough up out of the flood zone. Man, I've only recently become like acquainted with like barn doughs. They're so cool. Like I was looking into them the other day. I kind of want one now. One of those things. I don't know if Michaela would go for it though. That might be a It might be a no from her. They are, man. They are nice. Barn dominiums. Maybe that could be my retirement scheme. A barn dough out in the middle of nowhere. I can't have a log cabin, I'll do that. A barn dough with really good internet. I gotta keep an eye on my phone. Level 23. Because there is one. Alright. There is a text I've got to wait. I'm basically waiting for, and once I get it, I'm gonna have to like take a bit of a stream break for a bit. I've got a phone call that I was supposed to have already made, but I have had to wait. Partly my fault. Partly my fault. Mostly my fault, really. Alright. COD. Yeah, I've got my family out near them. Jacob, they have property for sale, more than likely. I wouldn't buy it, but wow, I keep earning it. Ugh. Ugh. You know, I guess I could do this the easy way and just spend a bunch of money on the Grand Exchange and get it, but I don't think I want to do that. I bypassed one quest buying stuff on the Grand Exchange. It was the one where you got to get the orbs or something. And I didn't feel like dealing with that crap. I was like, nope, screw that. Cooking level 28. What does that unlock? Sweet corn, slimy eel, and vegetable bata. Hell, the house right down the road from me just sold for around the same as we bought ours. Yeah, the reason we looked at where you guys are, the reason we kind of, with where our families are located, plus some other stuff that we're trying to stay close to, where you live is like right outside. If we look further than say like Christiana, which is where the property taxes there are lower, which is why we considered it. And there have been some houses pop up there that we could have gone for. Now that she's got stable income now, we technically could. We're having to wait till October though. But like, here's what's kind of dumb: to stay within like where we kind of are trying to. But we're not too far from family if we need like someone to watch the kid or stuff like that. Christiana is about as far out as we could go. Because if we go any further, we may as well live near my dad. So it's kind of one of those like, ugh, the inconvenience of some of our situation. But with prices going down slowly but surely, it's gonna help a ton, man. Almost said what? Oh, live where my dad lives? Yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Someone did make the joke that I could live out where Jeff is, and I'm like, Jeff got lucky where he's at because the prices there, they haven't like gone up since he bought his house, but The price difference between there and here isn't as great as it was. Like around here, some of the houses are dropping quite a bit because they're sitting on the market forever. That's why we're like waiting for a bit. Yeah, I get it. We wanted to be closer to work, but just was not going to be able to make that work. Yeah. Where you live isn't too bad. Like, I could do it, and technically she could too, because I've told you where she works. It's not far from me. Not really. It's like 15 minutes from where we work. But we would be... That would put us about 2 hours from the closest family member. So it's like... Not ideal. A little over an hour we could do, but anywhere past that is where it's like, and I get it, you know. I don't really want to live over an hour from work either, but with some of the things she is concerned about as well, it kind of combines into, yeah, we'll just not do that if we can avoid it. I like that my guy is netting and there's nothing there. Eat the cat. We'll go ahead and give the cat attention. If it was just me and her, we could probably, honestly, we'd probably move next to y'all. But, well, I don't know. She's not exactly keen on driving an hour. She already drives an hour to work. So, I'd rather her drive be closer. We'll see. When we go again in October to attempt again, we'll see what we can get. 45 minutes from driveway to work. Yeah, that's not bad. What is this in front of me? I don't think I can catch that with my bare hands. The one house we looked at in Christiana was like 38 minutes from work. So, and that was with traffic. So without much, it'd be a lot less. And I'm like, there will be traffic because of what we've got to drive through. And any bit you hit 24, you're going to hit traffic all day. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a lot better than the hour and a half plus you used to do, dude. I don't know how you did that. The most I've ever driven for work, and it was back when I did a lot more music industry stuff. When I had to drive to Nashville from my dad's old house, it was like, some days it would be an hour and 30 minutes. So other days it would be an hour 45 to 2 hours because of traffic. Because Nashville sucks, and I never want to live there. I did enough work down there, walked enough into certain areas, and on night shift trying to get home was about a 2. Yep. That's such a long drive, dude. Screw that, man. The worst drive ever, like driving to work, that I can remember was when I drove from Dad's to the studio I worked at. And there was a pileup north of... Now, I don't know what part it was actually in, so it's hard to tell. What was supposed to just be an hour 45, it did turn into about like what you said, 2 hour 45. I was massively late to the studio that day. I felt so bad. The engineer I was working for almost missed lunch with his wife. Wow. Now ex-wife. I don't know enough about that, but I know they're not together now, so funny little thing. Maybe I saved him some effort. I don't know. Do some more cooking. I think we're close to 24. Yeah, 24. So we've got a level and a half to go. Oh, I did burn some of the shrimp. Lol. Hell, that reminds me. One of our other coworkers was driving from what, Ashland City? That's a far freaking drive, dude. Pretty sure that's 2 hours, like, regardless. Alright, what burned? Drop that. Drop that. Oh, there's someone just goofing off there. Must be new. Attack man. Pro? Yeah, Pro. Or was he further than you? I might be wrong when I say Ashland City. He could have lived further out than that, if I'm being real. I don't know. I ain't talked to him in a long time, so I wouldn't know. And I think I heard he moved. Or was it someone else? I could be wrong. Like, now that I think about it, I could be wrong there. Crow. I think Crow said he lived in Ashland City, but I could be wrong. But I think I remember you two talking about the drives to work one night, and I think you guys are comparing drives, and I don't remember who said they had the further drive now. Yeah, it was you and Crow that were talking about it. This was like 5, 6 years ago, so I could be fuzzy on the details. And we both know Crow was kind of full of it sometimes, so I don't want to say much more than that on the internet. Okay, so probably one more little fishing run. I'll be 24, close to 25. He said he lived in Ashland City, talking about how bad the drive was, and he shut up in the time. Okay. I couldn't remember because it's been a minute, and I'm like, who ended up having the farther drive? And because I don't drive out that way very often, I wasn't sure either. Now I know my boss was telling me that he's got family out past Clarksville. I don't think he does anymore. I think they moved. So that was such a drive though for you, man. Again, I don't know how you did it. That would have killed me. Used to come to Clarksville to go to Academy Sports. Yeah, their son's like a teenager now, their oldest. So 24, one more level to go. We're getting there. Seen him out there once and said, nope, I'm not gonna that one anymore. I wanted to talk for 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes? That's lucky. A conversation with him only lasted 20 minutes is a blessing. He still, he games, he plays Call of Duty with Shane occasionally. Shane occasionally mentions it. I think they mostly play Warzone. I'm pretty sure he's still night shift. No, he didn't quit again. He Let me think. I think he actually might be on day shift now. I mean, enough people have moved, even someone with really low seniority, he probably could have made it back to day shift by now. You see him randomly? I haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, I would have to ask Shane. He's the one that games with him. But last I heard, he was still there. I think he may have gotten moved to a different zone, maybe? Oops. Because I know he was in 18, but he may have moved again. I don't know. I think Stafford wants him back on night shift if he is on days. Yeah, people are getting days unless... Dude, don't remind me. Oh, my lord. So, a really young kid in my zone, the one that's like 21, Casey, he hasn't even been... He's been there like 2 years. And I'm sitting there thinking of the 5 years I put in, and like everyone else around me putting in like 7 and 8. And I'm like, what? This is insane, man. Oh. If we ever bring back 3 shifts, it'll start taking people a lot longer to get the days, probably. Also, dude, we have such a crazy... Our turnover rate is still higher than I expected it to be. Can't carry any more fish. I just want to move to another shop. Oh, anti-fan. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Pretty sure I know who you're talking about. Like, I remember when Balin started. Being the old one around, being one of the older ones around sucks. Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. How could I forget when she started? I didn't even cook that shit. What the hell is wrong with me? What is wrong with me, dude? I skipped an entire step in my little process here. You seen the movie Robots? No, I'm thinking of iRobot. Like, the first thing I thought of was the Will Smith scene where he finds the fake, and I'm like, nope, that's iRobot, not Robots. No, I don't think I've seen Robots. That's a storm outside. No, I never watched that, and I'm surprised I didn't because Robin Williams is in it. And Ewan McGregor. And Jennifer Coolidge. And Fanny. Okay, yep. I know who plays Auntie Fanny. So now the joke makes a little more sense. Yep, I figured as much. That's funny. That is funny. I'm gonna have to pass that nickname along. I'm gonna have to pass that nickname to somebody. Accurate. Very accurate. What is this you sent me? I saw it. I saw it. And I looked up an image before, so. Yep, Aunt Fanny is accurate. Aunt Fanny is accurate. Alright, store this. Yeah, the first image that popped up, I'm like, yep, I know who he's talking about now. Accurate as fuck nickname. Accurate as hell nickname. Ow. Dude, when I was putting the power supply and the stream PC in there that I built, that stupid power supply bracket, man. I had to hold that thing in the worst positions you can think of. And, oh, it killed my knee. I was watching the movie with little girl. Yep, I'm going to make a fun joke about that later. Alright, it's time to sit down. Well, it basically sits in this spot, and you screw in these really small bolts. They're tiny as shit, even for computer parts. And even worse, because of how big that power supply is and how I had to sit it, I couldn't get the other screw in. But because it's laying horizontally, it's not going anywhere anyway. I even stood it up, make sure, and it still didn't go anywhere. I mean, once it's in there for that tiny screw, but ugh. I thought the worst part was going to be getting some of the cables routed. No, the power supply. Mounting the power supply in that case was stupid. So, the Cube 540 is a great case, but I really never want to do that again. Like my big boy fish tank case down here can be a bit of a pain too, but it's got all that nice easy routing on the back. I was supposed to do the fan and cooler replacement in that today, but I didn't get to it. Oh, we're almost there. Defeat the cat. Need to get a new power supply before I think about getting anything else. That's what Michaela's computer needs. And RAM. Oh god, RAM. That's gonna be what kills me. We would probably have built hers if, you know, the one deal went on sale sooner than it did. Oh, almost 25 fishing. Alright, 25 fishing. We can fish pike. And we can cook mud pies, ale, and cheese and tomato bata. That being said, I do have a spare case. I just don't know what to do with it. It's the really old case my PC came in. I could have used it for the stream PC build, but it didn't look like it had the clearance for the capture card, so that's why I was like, eh, and changed my mind. Maybe it could have, but too late now. Oop, oop, oop. Gotta cook. We've got to cook. What did you send me now? $32 gig. Ah, dang it, if I wouldn't have spent the money I did today. I'm gonna have to save that. Oh, I got nothing against a pacer. And why I might have, you know, shaking my head at. I have 4 sticks of 8 gig DDR4 that I need to do something with. Oh, I burnt the anchovies. Darn it. Or the shrimp. The shrimp. Burnt the shrimp. That's my water almost knocked over. Drop. Anything else burnt? Nope. Alright, time to catch some trout. Which should be about in there. So, if my power goes out, we'll see how long my APC will, or my UPC will hold. That being said, as much as good as that battery is, I don't think it'll hold forever, so. What in the hell is this music? The dwarf theme, okay. It's storming a little bit, yeah. It was clear here for a good little while, and then just out of nowhere it decided to storm up. A fly fishing rod? Okay, hold up. A fly fishing rod. Okay, let me see where I can find one. Okay. Oh, I can't go in the fishing guild. My fishing isn't that high. Oh, I gotta go to Port Saturn. He's outside mowing right now. Our maintenance guys were mowing earlier. Alright, the quickest way to get to Sarim. Oh, actually, that works, yeah. We could just go this way. Any fishing spots on the side here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure our maintenance guys decided to mow before it started earlier. Although I was laughing, I'm like, they would do that right before I stream. Of course, the power going out is a lot more inconvenient than, excuse me, than someone mowing. Yes, Cat, I'm aware. Oh, it's Master Smithing. I was staring at that for a second. I thought it said Master Sailing, and I'm like, in a landlocked village? Okay, well, that's a choice. That is indeed a choice. And my Discord blew up. Convenient that I'll be able to teleport right to it, because it says I can teleport to the spot pretty much immediately. And now we run. Hell yeah! Number go up. We love number go up. I'm gonna go fish for some anchovies to feed the cat real quick. There's cheese and tomato in there. Lol. Straight ahead? Kind of. Make sure I'm going the right way. There's the fairy ring. Oh, it's further back. Oh, it's a Black Knight. Don't hit me. You're gonna have to get the little one and go to Walmart. Wally World. Good old Wally World. Yeah, probably in about an hour I'll probably take a break for dinner, and after I eat I will probably make that phone call. Probably taking like an extended stream break to take care of all that, because that's a little important. Look at that guy chopping the wood. You chopping the wood. Overlord of Montania. Lol. Operate the bank booth. Alright, I'm gonna pull 10 coins. And we are gonna go past the market and over here. Yeah, I think since I was out and about most of today, tomorrow is going to be replace the cooler, and then the big project is going to be completely redoing this entire setup to include the stream PC. Because right now it's over there on my other desk, the one that I'm going to use to clean and fix up my guitars and stuff, and other fun things the internet doesn't need to know I have. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Alright, where is the fishing shop? Pretty sure it's... Aha, there it is. Pretty sure it's... There's a pole booth. Okay, it's past the pole booth. Talk to that fella right there. Yeah, I'm finally breaking out my old music equipment and putting it in here, because I've occasionally played guitar here lately. I think I want some attention. Okay, well. Attention you shall get. Shouldn't be hard to get it all set up and work well together. I am going to use, on the stream PC, I'm going to do the, like, anti-AI crap that I found. Ooh, a harpoon, too. Fly fishing rod. Okay, sweet. So we have that, and now I need to... Is my teleport ready? It is. So I can just yeet. Time to get some trout. This quest has taken so long, man. Mainly because of the stuff that I need, not really because the quest itself is like difficult or anything. Been streaming for almost 2 hours and I haven't got this done yet. Then again, I've been kind of chilling, so. The biggest struggle with a dual PC setup is audio. Audio is going to be lure, rod, fishing spot. There we go. Let's see what I get. Oh my lord, it takes feathers. Are you kidding me? Alright, well. I don't have any of those on me, but I've got some. Freaking difficult. I could spend the big bucks and get the Rodecaster Pro from Rode, but $500 is not. I don't want to spend $500 on that right now. I need to make sure the dual PC setup is actually good to run. There's a cheaper solution too. It involves oh, I got 54 feathers, dude. Holy crap. Deposit that fishing rod and that fishing bait. I'm pretty sure I just need fly fishing rod and feathers. Sweet. There's a software that's like $50 that kind of just helps you do the same thing. Okay, dude, stop for a sec. We gotta feed the kitten before it starts getting angry. Also, this will give us more room. There we go. Hurry up! Go, 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 little dude. Alright. Come on, trout. Get to biting. I've never done the fly fishing, so... Trout! Alright, now what is... Pre-made... Oh! Okay, so I don't know where that is. I may have to just buy that off of the Grand Exchange. It's called a pre-made blurb SP. It's a drink. And they're all in like the gnome area of the Grand Tree. I don't know where that is. You can make it too. It's supposedly south of the Barbarian Outpost up here. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm not sure where that is. Alright, let's see if I can make it. Time for me to go get the little one. Have a good stream. See you later. See you later, man. Have fun with the little one. And oh, it's all the way over there. Oh boy. Alright, now I know where it is. Now I know where it is. And it cost me 30 coins. So I'm gonna have to grab 30 more coins out of my bank. Yeah, it's like... Barbarian Outpost. Yeah, it's all the way over here, so... That's gonna be a trick. That is gonna be a trick. Unless there's a mini game I can teleport to. Alright, after I go grab this, I've got to use the bathroom. So let me go grab all this stuff that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna draw. $30. Let me pull the iron bar, the bread. Oh, let me put that up. And that. I gotta cook most of the trout. Alright, I will be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Oh. Game was like, no! Alright, let me bring that back up. I should probably cut that out. And we'll go ahead and interact because I know I was AFK long enough for the cat to get a little aggravated at me. So I'm going to be taking a little rocket trip, it looks like. To avoid spending money. Alright, let's hope I don't burn too many of these. Burnt. Ah. Freaking level 30. Drop the burnt ones. What does that unlock? Tuna. Apple pie. Nice. Alright. Time to go on an adventure for the pre-made blurb. What is the fastest way to get there? Oh lord, I gotta cross all that. Yep, we're gonna be going on a little bit of a trip here. I think the fastest way will be to go through Draenor this direction. I'll just have to keep an eye on, like, let's see. Man, I'm getting hungry though. Alright, we're going to be walking for a little bit. This is one of the reasons why I want to train agility, is to have more run energy or have it last longer. I don't remember specifically which one, but got about an hour to my usual eating time. Yeah, it's gonna be better to go through Calendar, which means I need to go up. I kept 2 raw trout for the kitty. At some point, it's got to evolve. Ooh, I could just go in there and kill those, but I'd rather not. Not mine, so. Meow. I'm gonna wait until it says very hungry before I feed it this time, because I've only got 2 of the uncooked ones. I'm gonna wait till I got 100 on run energy before I take out. It's very tempting to DoorDash, but I really shouldn't. I need to make sure that it's not going to continue after this month. I've been bad about DoorDash in the last couple months, and I really need to stop. Go through here. We're gonna be following that road for a little bit. Go up. Yes. Meow. Mayor of Catherby. I think I can go that way. Oh, can I not go down there? Nope, I cannot. It won't let me pass that. Okay, well, we're gonna take a detour. We'll go back over here. Okay, so that doesn't take me the way I thought it would. So it looks like we'll have to go around that somehow. Alright, let's see if I can go across here. Oh! Thank you for the lamp. Do some rune crafting. That's a really dangerous route, but I could do it. This is dangerous. This is so dangerous, dude. Okay, so that doesn't directly go there. Come on, man. Okay. That guy looks like he's kind of dead. Assailed by trolls. Oh, no, 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 no. I do not have the combat level for that. God, no. Alright, how to get to Grand Tree? Okay, since I'm not quite ready for that, there's gotta be a way around that mountain, man. At least I hope there is. All right. Will it not let me over that? It won't. That's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb. All right. This is annoying. Give it some attention. there no way up that mountain? Can we climb up here? No. It is not letting us. There's gotta be a way, dude. There's gotta be. I was about to say that there's something called the White Wolf Mountain. We totally should be able to get through. Okay, so we're gonna go through here? I don't really want to sprint until I know for sure. This is a little creepy. Ice Warriors, we need to run. Okay, that's how we get down there. I see. Alright. So that's how we get to this little town. That was a little bit of a pain. Hey, we made it to Catherby. There we go. We'll just follow the road for a little bit. Until we can't. Holy crap, dude. This is taking so long. It's because I'm being a cheapskate, though, and I don't want to go on the Grand Exchange and buy it. I just heard the little noise of like, get our stuff. Ranging Guild, Combat Bracelet. Berries. Need to go here. So further. Hi, Ranging Guild. I'll join you someday. Let's see. If I take off across here. Yes, that's the correct direction. Random sheep. Those are trolls. Those are big trolls is what they are. Alright, let me make sure I'm going the right way here. See if I can't squeeze through here. Hello. Hi. Okay. You're welcome. There we go. Brand tree. Straight ahead. Oh, cat's hungry. There we go. All right. I gotta find. Second floor and turn east. There's a barman right there. There we go. Alright, got what I needed. Finally! Bert Thorpe minigame. Thank you, sir. Wow, that took a while. I apologize for how much time that took. There we go. Now we have it all. We'll talk to Denuth. Hello. Hello, citizen. How can I help? Do you have any quests for me? I don't know if you can help us. Trolls have taken up camp on the Death Plateau. They're using it to launch raids at night on the village. We have tried to attack the camp, but the main path is heavily guarded. Perhaps there's a way you can sneak up at night? If there is another way, I do not know of it. Do you know of such a path? Yes. No, but perhaps I could try and find one? Citizen, you would be well rewarded. If you go up to the Death Plateau, be very careful as the trolls will attack you on sight. I'll be careful. One other thing. What's that? All of our equipment is kept in the castle on the hill. The stupid guard that was on duty last night lost the combination to the lock. I told the prince that the Imperial Guard should have been charged with security. No problem. What does the combination look like? The equipment room is unlocked when the stone balls are placed in the correct order on the stone mechanism outside it. The right order is written on a piece of paper the guard had. A stone what? Well, citizen, the prince is fond of puzzles. Why we couldn't just have a key is beyond me. I'll get on it right away. Alright. Now I gotta go inside here. We'll just go ahead and have run on for a while. Not inside here, though. Hi. Hi, can I help? Looking for the guard that was on last night. There was only one guard last night, Harold. He's a nice lad, if a little dim. You know where he's staying? Harold's staying at Toad and Chicken. Thanks. Alright. Where be Toad and Chicken? Over here, it looks like. Knock on the door. Come in. Hello there. Hi. You're the guard that was on duty last night. Yeah. And this said that you lost the combination for the equipment room. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Well, he's a not really pleasant fellow now, isn't he? Ow. Run! So he won't talk to me. What do I do? Hi. Hi, can I help? Found Harold, but he won't talk to me. Harold has gotten in trouble a few times over his drinking and gambling. Perhaps he'd be open up after a drink? Thanks, I'll try that. Yep, let's get him drunk. Sounds perfect. Take an Asgardian ale from the bar. Oops. Harold. Come in. Hello there. What? How about you drink? Hey, talking an Asgardian ale, please. Hello there. Hi. How about you drink? You know what? What? I really fancy one of those blueberry specials. I never get over to the gnome stronghold, so I haven't had one for ages. Here you go. Now that hit the spot. Hello, matey. Would you like to gamble? Sure. Place your bets, please. 100 wands to immediately bankrupt him. What? It didn't say I need. Oh my god, game. What do I have? I have 65, so we'll do that. Hello there. Alright, we'll try that again. Gamble. Door. Alright, here goes. No winner. Well, how am I supposed to beat that? Okay. Oh. Give it some attention. Man. Hello there. Gamble some more. Here goes. Oh. Roll a 1. Not enough money. Here's some of it. Owe you the rest. Giving you an eye, you scribbled on some paper. Owes me some money. Wait just a minute. Written on the back of the combination. The stupid guard had it in his back pocket all the time. These NPCs are dumb. Found the combination. Well. Wow. So dumb. Oh, I have to open a door. Darn it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna order a pizza. If I still have the plus. I haven't had an actual pizza in a while. Let me do this real quick. A moment. They give me a pepperoni melt. I could get a small. Yeah, we'll get a small. Oh. I meant to take that off. Stupid. $7 off. Does that mean if I... Sorry, guys. Well, yeah, if we can get a large for a medium price, sure. Alright. Pizza is on the way. Alright. I'll have to keep an eye on that. This is easy. No, but I didn't mean to do that. And to make sure I click on the right one. Otherwise, I'll pick up one I don't need. That'd be really annoying. Okay, well, enter the cave northwest of here. Baba? What's going on there? Hello? What? You know another way up Death Plateau? Oh, I don't want to go up there. I just want to be left in peace. Used to be just humans trampling past my cave and making a racket. Now there's those blasted trolls, too. Not only do they stink and argue with each other loudly, but they're always fighting the humans. I just want to be left in peace. Ah, I might be able to help you. Now, I'm trying to help the, humans to reclaim back Death Plateau. If you help me, then at least you'd be rid of the trolls. Let me see. I've only been up Death Plateau once to complain about the noises, but those pesky trolls started throwing rocks at me. Before the trolls came, there used to be a nettlesome Sherpa that took humans exploring, or something equally stupid. Perhaps he'd know another way. What does the Sherpa look like? Or live? I don't know, but it can't be as far as he used to be around all the time. Alright, well that wasn't really helpful, but okay. Looks like he's over there somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and run through. Ah, there he is. Oh, gate first. Then here. No milk today, thank you. I'm not the milkman, I need your help. Oh, okay, you better come in then. Hello. How can I help? I'm helping the Imperial Guard. They need to find a way to sneak up Death Plateau to destroy the troll camp. Saba seemed to think you'd be able to help. Ah, Saba's still alive and kicking? Yeah, he seemed very bitter. Yeah, that's Saba, alright. I do know of a secret way up the Death Plateau. The Imperial Guard would be able to use it at night and not be seen until it was too late. I'd be happy to show you it if you did something for me first. Payment? I don't get into town much, and I'm getting low on supplies. I need 10 loaves of bread and 10 cooked trout. That should see me through the winter. Anything else? Yes, my climbing boots need to have new spikes, so can you take them to Dunstan and Berthorpe? He always puts my spikes in for me. Okay, I'll get those for you. Alright. Oh. Alright, it should auto-travel me most of the way there. Alright, let's see. Talk to Dunstan. Hello. How can I help you? Vincent has asked me to bring you his climbing boots. He needs to have spikes put on them. He does he? Well, I won't do it till he pays for the last set I made for him. This is really important. How so? I need the Sherpa to show me the secret way up Death Plateau so that the Imperial Guard can destroy the troll camp. He won't help me till I've got the spikes. That's different. Tell you what, I'll make them for you on one condition. What's the condition? My son just turned 16 and I'd very much like him to join the Imperial Guard. The Prince's elite forces are invite only, so it's very unlikely he'll get in. If you can arrange that, you have a deal. That won't be a problem as I'm helping out the Imperial Guard. You need to bring an iron bar to the spikes. Oh, oops. We'll go over there and do just that, sir. We'll go ahead and run and waste some of this. Oh. Hello. Another way? Yes, there is another way. They're saved. There's one thing. What is that, citizen? There's a Sherpa who will only show me the secret way if I first get some spikes for his climbing boots. The smith will only do this for me if you sign up his son for the Imperial Guard. This is very regular. Will you not do this? I've heard of Dunstan's son. He is a very promising young man. For the sake of your mission, we can make an exception. Oh, nice. Proves that we have accepted him for training in the Imperial Guard. Thank you. I shall be back shortly. Whee! Hello. Yep, there's the certificate. Thank you. Into the bargain, give me the boots and an iron bar, and I'll put on the spikes. There you go. Thank you. No problem. Alright, back to the Sherpa. Why does he have to be so far freaking away? Ugh. This quest has taken forever. Can you imagine doing this quest without the quest helper? Lord, no. I would be, up a creek. This music is kind of cool, though. Bike boots. Open the door. What do you mean you can't reach that? Game? What? Okay, weird glitch. Hello. Yep, here you go. Way to the death plateau. Nice. Those found the secret way yet. I don't know if they had, I would have been attacked by now. Yep. Your watch one so young. I'm not that. Alright. We climb over this. Nope. There's a goat. Oh, it's hungry. Go ahead and... What? Well, then how am I gonna frickin' around the east? You kidding me, dude? Ow. Ugh. Alright. I think I'm going to end stream after my food gets here, because this is a little annoying. Alright. We'll have to put this on pause. Oh, I don't have that yet either. Ability respawn and Falador. Alright. Talk to him. I believe that's in Falador, so we will just teleport out of here. Your kitten has grown into a healthy cat that can hunt for itself. Thank God. That's a big cat. All right. All right, gotta go to Falador. Well, we've run into some fun little issues this time around, but it's okay. Actually, it's a little bit more direct to go that way. So that's the way we're gonna go. All right, pizza is on the way. And we're going to turn that off. Whew. So I need 15 agility to get over those rocks. Might need even more. All right, we're gonna keep going until we hit the little bump in the road. When the food gets here, I will probably hide my face for a while. Looks like I gotta go inside that little area over there again. That's where I did the Black Knight's Fortress quiz. Or quest. Not quiz. LOL. Alright, that should go all the way inside here. Open the castle door. It'll give me 3,000 gold coins too. I'll take that. And it gives me prayer, agility, and herblore. Which I could use all of them. Nice that the cat leveled up though. Hello, Ceramic. Hello, friend. You have another quest for me to do? Well, I don't have anything going on, but there's an organization that's always looking for capable adventurers to assist them. Your excellent work sorting out those Black Knights means I will happily write you a letter of recommendation. Would you like me to put your name forwards to them? Yes. Well, embarrassing. I already have put you forward as a potential member. Called the Temple Knights, and you are to meet Sir Tiffy Cathian in Feldor Park for testing immediately. Nothing in your inventory or equipped. Oh, gosh. Does that include the cat? I guess we'll find out. Alright, the bank is over here. That's so silly. That is insanely silly. Alright, nothing equipped, so... Alright. Looks like the cat does not count. Now he's over here in the park. I gotta be 1000% naked. That's what I look like without all the armor, by the way. There's Tiffany Cashing. Some sort of testing. Ah, told me all about, you know? Spiffing job you did with the old Black Knights there. Absolutely first class. Thanks, I think. Well, a top-notch adventurer like yourself is just the right sort we've been seeking for our organization. Ready to begin testing? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. The trading grounds location is a secret, so... Oh! What? Oops, ignore the smell. And here we are. Best of luck. Fine Turpent. I'm here to test your wits with a simple riddle. Here's my riddle. Imagine that you've been captured by an enemy. You're to be killed, but in a moment of mercy, the enemy has allowed you to pick your own demise. First choice is to be drowned in a lake of acid, burned in a fire, or thrown to a pack of wolves that have not been fed in over a month. Your final choice of fate is to be thrown from the walls off a castle many hundreds of feet high. Which fate would be wise to choose? The wolves. Meet your next challenge. Oh. Duh. This is a little silly. Ah, welcome, Rudrake. What am I supposed to be doing in this room? Take this fox, this chicken, and this bag of grain across that bridge there to the other side of the room. Is that it? I don't care. One of the objects across the room at a time for the bridge is old and fragile. The fox wants to eat the chicken, and the chicken wants to eat the grain. If you ever leave the fox unattended with the chicken, or the grain unattended with the chicken, then one of them will be eaten and you'll be able to complete it. Ah, okay. So, we pick up the chicken first. Move it to the west side by crossing the bridge. Okay, how do I put it down, though? Okay. Pick up the fox. Pick up the fox. And then we drop. Pick up the chicken again. And then we drop the chicken here. Pick up the grain. Then we drop the grain. And then we go get the chicken again. And then we drop the chicken. And we leave through the portal. Bye! Mischievers. Welcome to my challenge. All you need to do is leave from the opposite door to where you came in by. Warning that this is more complicated than it may first appear. I should also warn you that there are limited supplies of the items in this room, so think carefully before using them, or you may find yourself stuck and have to start over again. Best of luck. Okay. Get the magnet from the old bookshelf. We know which one? Nope, no. That's a book. Nope, that's a vial. I need the magnet. Nope. Nope. Either. Okay, I got the magnet. 2 vials. Get 2 vials. Whole brick. Okay, well, it was neither one of those. So maybe that one? No. Which one is which? Which one is which? Can I, like, start over? Is that a vial? I guess we'll just take it. Sure. 10 ore powder. Nitrous oxide. Pulpric ore. Oh, really now? Gypsum, that's still not it either. Sodium chloride. Wire from the crate. Oh, grab back. Alright, I'm back. I will be eating, so you guys probably will not, you guys won't be seeing my face. In from the crate. Cheers. Where was the 3 vials again? There's one of these. Use the metal spade on the Bunsen burner. Use the spade on the door. Well, Use this on the key on the ground. Sweet. Ta-da! Sweet. Lady Table. What a name. What a name. Lady Table. Please touch the statue you think has been added. There's one. One more to go. Alright. We're getting there. Finally here, your task for this room is to defeat Sir Lay. He has been blessed by Sir Donan to be undefeatable by any blades. It should be quite a challenge for you. Remember, a true warrior uses his wits as his brawn. Fight smarter, not harder. Steel Warhammer. Whack. Whack. Nice. Let's pass the tests. Go! Nice. Initiate Salad. Prayer's level 22. Herb Lord's level 10. Agility's level 9. Nice. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, we're gonna go get my crap back at the bank, though, because I need that. Bank door's open. Okay, good. Alright, let me equip all this. Okay, yep, that's what I looked like earlier, so nice. Alright. Okay, that is a little too much. We'll go to despair. I don't have 18 agility. Well. How do I get fletching? I need 10 of it. Learn how to fletch. Alright, let's do animal magnetism. I don't have Slayer, so we can't do that. Big chompy bird hunting. I do have 5 fletching somehow. Alright. I think I'm just going to end it there for today because some of these are going to take me a while. So, let me just, turn this back on. Alright, so, unfortunately I'm kind of out of things that'll be entertaining to watch. So, I'm gonna finish my dinner, and I'm gonna peace out. God bless, rock on, and much love, guys. I don't think anyone's, let's see. Anyone live tonight that I can raid? No, not really. So, see you guys later. God bless, rock on.